Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing a sort of generic all-encompassing haul from the month of October. Now generally speaking, I love watching haul videos, but I don't do them very often for a couple of reasons. One, I don't feel like I shop all that often. There's a part of me that doesn't like to spend money. I'm very kind of frugal minded, which is very ironic considering the fact that I have a bit of a makeup addiction. But generally speaking, I like to save my money. However, there are occasions, particularly in the fall, when the sleeping beast inside of me awakens and I just get this like urge to just spend some money and shop, and that's what happened this month. So I have a couple things I picked up. Some of them are makeup related, a couple of them are kind of fashion type of items, and I thought it'd be fun just to share it with you guys today. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright guys, so we're going to start with the makeup products. So the first two things that I picked up, these I actually picked up the very beginning of October, and that is two of the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. I ended up going with the Smoky palette and also the Warm Brown Obsessions palette. I really love these. I haven't played with them a ton yet, so I kind of feel like in a way the verdict's still out because I just haven't had enough chance to really get a good feel for them. But so far guys, I've been totally impressed with these. I love how travel friendly these are. I picked these up because I wanted to use these for the first time on my friend and my friend's daughter. I take their family pictures every year when I go out there. She's my very close friend, and this year I wanted to have a couple of new really good products to use on her and also her daughter, who is a high school senior. We did her high school senior pictures, so that's why I picked these up, and I used both of them, and honestly I thought they performed so well on Amy and her daughter, and I really loved how these worked. I think they were really easy to use, really good quality, and I'm just really excited to give these a good play. Let me know if you guys have tried out these palettes. I know there's quite a few of these Obsessions palettes. In fact, she has some limited edition ones out now as well. Honestly, there's a part of me that would love to collect them all because I think they're just such fun little travel friendly palettes. I absolutely love these. I can't wait to play with these. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing like a dedicated video possibly on these palettes. Yeah, let me know. The next thing I picked up for my trip to Virginia, and I did just mention this in a favorites video, is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This again I picked up at the very beginning of October. I've been using it constantly and absolutely loving it. It's such a good, easy, multi-purpose concealer. I feel like I can use this just anywhere on my face that I need a little bit of extra coverage. It works everywhere. I just really love this, and I love the fact that this is going to last me for a while. I mentioned it in my favorites video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail now, but I love that I'm not going to run out of this anytime soon. That just makes me feel a little bit better about the fact that it was a little bit more expensive, but because it's going to last me for a while, I'm okay with that. So definitely loving this. So the next couple of things I picked up while I was out in Virginia. The first one is, again, I mentioned this in a favorites video as well, is MAC's Blankety. I'm wearing this today. I am loving this nude lipstick. I feel like this is just a really good, easy nude to wear. It looks good with anything. It's very comfortable on the lips. I love MAC lipsticks. There's just something about putting on a MAC lipstick that just kind of makes me happy. I don't know why. I just really love the scent, the formula. There's a bit of nostalgia when it comes to MAC lipsticks because they're kind of like the first high-end product that I ever bought. But I'm definitely enjoying that. I know I talked a lot about it in my favorites video. So the next thing I also picked up at Ulta was the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Now this, the woman at the Ulta store kind of talked me into buying this. Have you guys ever noticed when you go into Ulta, I never get approached by anyone except for the IT Cosmetics people? Is that like a thing? I'm just wondering if like, I mean, I know IT Cosmetics is sold on like QVC. I just wonder if they have a much more like aggressive marketing approach or something. I mean, I'm not going to really complain about that because I love so many things from IT Cosmetics. But anyways, the lady stopped me and was like, have you tried the Bye Bye Under Eye? And I was like, as a matter of fact, I have. I have a trial size of it that I use very sparingly because I love it. But it's a little bit old. I think it's like a year old or more, and she did tell me that they've actually changed the formula of this, and I ended up picking up a lighter shade. The one that I have in my little travel size is in the shade medium, which actually works perfect for like blemishes on the outer area of my face, hyperpigmentation, that sort of thing. This one is much lighter. It's much more like a brightening under eye concealer, and I really love it so far. I haven't used it a ton. I think this one is definitely a much more hydrating kind of, it has a much more kind of tacky hydrating feel. It does definitely feel a lot different than the other one that I had, the old formula. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how this goes. I'm definitely going to try and use it for a while and just kind of get a good feel of if it works on my very touchy under eye area. But so far I'm really excited. Also, it came with a free brush, which is like the main reason that I was sold, because I was like, I do love that concealer, and I like the idea of having a free brush. When I say it out loud, I realize how ridiculous that sounds and how easy it is to suck me in. Okay, speaking of brushes, I also ended up picking up the Morphe M505. Now, if you guys have watched some of my other videos, you will probably know of my love affair with the Morphe M504. Now, these brushes they look almost identical, but they are quite different. This M505 is much more like flexible and fluffy. This one's a little more pointy, a little bit smaller, and a little bit stiffer, which actually I feel like makes these two brushes, oh, we have a really weird hair, there we go. Which actually I feel like makes these two brushes the perfect companionship, because this one is really great for like a wash of color all over in your crease, and this one's a lot better for like really fine kind of detail work. It's a lot stiffer, it still blends really well, but it's a little bit better for placing color. I just love these two brushes. I love Morphe brushes, especially the ones that you buy individually. I have some that I bought in kits that I think are definitely not as good quality. I don't know if all their kits are like that, but the individual brushes I bought from them I think are really fantastic quality. They work really well, they wash really well, and so far I believe I've had the M504 for like 2 years now. Use it pretty much every day, and it just is holding up so well. I'm really, really impressed. Okay, let's move on to one more product that I know that you guys are familiar with, and it's the Juvia's Place palette. I raved about this in my favorites video, so I kind of hate to talk about it again because I don't want to be too redundant, but you guys, I cannot even express how much I just love the quality of these eyeshadows. I just think they are phenomenal. I've been loving the looks I've been creating with this palette. I did get a couple of requests from some of you to do like some different looks with this palette, especially using some of the different colors like the green, the orange, the gold. I definitely want to do that for you guys because this is like a palette I just want to reach for every day. Like I get excited to wake up and do my makeup and reach for this palette. Let me know if you guys have some Juvia's Place palettes that you really love, other than the Nubian 2, that you think would be a good recommendation, because I definitely that's the one thing that kind of stops me, is I just can't decide. There's so many that I think would be amazing, but I wonder like, would it be too colorful? Would it be too neutral? I just can't quite decide which one to get next. So if you guys have any recommendations, I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, one more product that I did pick up in Virginia is this Essence Satin Touch blush in the color Satin Love. You guys, I actually have another one of these, the coral color. These blushes are amazing. They're $2.99, which, I mean, I don't even know of that many makeup products. Even e.l.f. doesn't sell products for $2.99 anymore. It's just such a good blush though. This reminds me of the formula of MAC blushes, which I love MAC's blush formula, because I feel like their formula is very user-friendly. It's very buildable. Like, they're the type of formula that you're never going to come out looking like a clown, because I feel like so many blushes I struggle to get enough on my brush. Like if I wipe it off, if it's too pigmented and I wipe it off, then I have a trouble getting color onto my cheek, or it ends up going patchy. But if I just go straight in, it's too pigmented. Does anybody else have that trouble? But MAC's blushes never do that to me, and I feel like this reminds me a lot of the formula of like a MAC blush. I love this color. It's beautiful. It looks so plain and like nothing, but I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. You can just see it gives you such a beautiful, natural kind of flush. I can't say enough good things about this. Run to Ulta and pick up this blush, because $2.99, I mean, that's just such a good deal for such a high quality blush. So moving on to a couple of fashion items I have to share with you guys. The first one is actually from Walmart. I feel like there are not many people that do like fashion videos on YouTube and have things from Walmart. I don't know why. Does anyone else buy clothes at Walmart occasionally? I do occasionally, because I have to be honest, I spend a lot of time at Walmart. I'm a mom to 4 kids. There's a Walmart 5 minutes away from my store. Need I say more? I feel like that's explanation enough. I definitely am at Walmart a lot, and sometimes I just wander into the clothing department, and occasionally I can find some really cute stuff, and this time I totally scored. So this month I picked up these Henley t-shirts from the brand Time and True. These are adorable. They're thermal Henley shirts. They're incredibly comfortable. They fit true to size. I have a couple of them in small. I have a lot of these shirts, guys. A color for every day of the week. I kind of went crazy when I bought one and I loved it so much. I went back and bought a bunch more. I just love these. I just picked up the white one yesterday because they still had them there, and they actually had more in stock. This one's in the size medium. The medium on me is a little bit big, a little bit more of like a roomy kind of fit, which sometimes I love. The small fits me a little bit more kind of fitted, but I love both the fits. I think they're both super comfortable. I love these shirts, you guys. I now have it in white, charcoal, khaki green, plum, and like a coral kind of red shade. And I'm actually thinking about going back and picking up like the denim sort of blue color as well. But if you guys are at Walmart and you happen to like find these, I definitely recommend picking these up. They are so incredibly comfortable. They feel like pajamas, but they look really cute. What more could you ask for? So moving on, while I was out in Virginia, so I have a pair of booties. I have a couple of pair of booties. One of my booties, they're real suede, so I knew I couldn't wear those out to Virginia because when I'm doing pictures of people, I'm really hard on my shoes. I spend a lot of time like on my knees. I'm usually on like the pavement. A lot of times I'm out in the wet grass or in the mud. So I generally prefer to wear pleather type of shoes rather than like my real leather shoes, because I just find that it's easier just to wear something that I can just wipe off when I'm done. So I have a pair of booties that I've had for a couple of years. I think they're from Rocket Dog. I mean, they're old. They kind of, I feel like, have just gotten worn out. And I noticed on the plane ride out there that the heel was starting to come apart. So when I landed, I had a couple of hours to spare, to kill. So I decided to run to Target and see if I could find some new booties, because I didn't want to be in the middle of a photo shoot and have the heel on my shoe come off. Like, that would be a disaster. So I ran to Target and I ended up finding these little booties. They're from the brand Universal Thread, and I love these, you guys. I have been wearing these every day for the last 2 weeks, and they are holding up so well. I've been so impressed. I mean, I've been really hard on these. Again, I've been doing pictures on gravel where I'm like on my knees, which means the toes are kind of scraping on the ground, and they haven't scuffed. They still look like they're in really good shape. They're so comfortable. I think these were only either $24.99 or $27.99. If you're at Target, if you're looking for a pair of booties, I definitely recommend picking these up. I love these. They are so comfortable and they are so cute. They're the perfect fall booty. So while I was at Target, in fact, I have to say, Target's kind of a dangerous place for me. They're not the type of store that occasionally has something cute. They have so much cute stuff all the time. I would be in big trouble if I did my grocery shopping at Target. But this time I went, I again was looking for some more long sleeve shirts because 5 Henleys was just not enough for me. So I found these shirts by the brand A New Day, which I believe is relatively new to Target. This one, forgive me, is actually dirty. They're just these very simple long sleeve kind of fitted t-shirts. These are also so comfortable. They just have a very standard scoop neck. Mine are in a size small. These fit me perfectly. In fact, they're a little bit roomier of a fit than a typical small. So if you're someone that's like in between a small and a medium, or a medium and a large, I'd recommend sizing down a little bit because these are quite roomy. I love these though. I have a thing for black and white. If you did not know, you should see my house. I love black and white, and particularly black and white stripes. I have so many black and white striped clothing items, it's kind of ridiculous. And when I saw this one, I just had to get it because it's just like, it's my thing. I feel like that's kind of like my signature. I must be like part French or something, but I love these t-shirts. They are so comfortable. I think I got them for like, they were either $8 or $10 each. I also ended up picking up this heather gray color, which again I think is such a just like staple color. It goes with everything. I can just like wear it with a pair of jeans and be casual. I can put like jewelry on with it and like a pair of black pants and some nice boots and dress it up. I just love it. I love long sleeve t-shirts. They're kind of like my thing this fall. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you guys like kind of the slightly fashion type of videos. I definitely don't think I would do them very often because I just don't consider myself much of a fashion expert by any means, but I kind of like doing them occasionally because I definitely like watching them. So let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below as always. Thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel today. I hope that you guys will subscribe before you leave if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!